Welcome to CKP. Today we have a beautiful 1.8T BFB. We got the induction kit. What the? I don't even know what that is. A few breathers and a downpipe. I love it. Anyways, I don't even know. Is that KO3? Must be a KO3. Cracking. This car already has a tune on it. Pops and bangs. The person or the customer wants more power, so we're going to give them more power. I think there's an intercooler in this as well. That does not look standard to me. So we're going to pull the tune off it. We're going to see what it's running. We're going to get an original file, see what was done to it exactly. I guarantee you it's just generic ignition advance thrown at it. 20% or 10, 15. Guarantee you it just has load scaled 20, 15% or whatever. So just a generic map. It's okay for making 10, 15 horsepower. This realistically should make 30 to 40 horsepower. So quick check, everything looks okay. The car's been driving well. There is an engine light on the car, so we're going to scan that. So we're going to get all the tools set up and we will then move on from there. Alrighty, we're in Winalls here. Let's take a look at what faults we got. Ooh, not good. Not good, not good. This most likely has to do with a blow-off valve rather than a diverter valve. This fault right here. Bank 1, sensor 1 and bank 1 sensor 2, bank 1 sensor 1 is not a fault code I see on a petrol car. Bank 1 sensor 2 can be ignored. Internal resistance too high, you can ignore that completely because it has a downpipe, which is not even needed anymore. But bank 1 sensor 1 is showing up a malfunction in circuit mil on. So the car essentially does not know if it's running rich, whether it's running lean. So this actually cannot be tuned as of right now. So we're going to get onto the customer, we're going to get a new lambda sensor fitted. Alrighty, we have the original or base file loaded onto the car, pops and bangs removed, lambda sensor removed and cleaned, wire brushed, contacts cleaned, and it seems to be reading the lambda perfectly fine. We put on a base map running about 1 bar boost to see how the timing responds and reacts. We're getting a ignition pull of 1.5 degrees, which is nothing, and you hear that blow off valve. So we can map out that fault code. But we're logging relative charge and boost pressure because, so as I said, 1 bar boost. We're going to do a few more logs and we're going to push for a 1.4 bar, which should put this in around the 200 plus horsepower range. So huge jump by 60 horsepower. And this is the log at the very end. We're now done. We have peak boost hitting at 5,000 RPM and it's climbing nicely up until that point. We hit a peak of, it's saying 1881, this is on this log, but this is back to back. Before a peak of 1.1 bar boost, strong ignition timing, basic ignition timing of 12 degrees, real ignition is 9, so we have a bit of ignition pull, so we're going to leave at that boost wise. But the intercooler, this does in fact have an intercooler and a downpipe, so it drives exceptionally well. Very nice drive out of it. Pops and bangs are gone, cat's mapped out, and we're going to leave at that. 1.1 bar boost with strong ignition timing easily puts us up at 200 horsepower, which is what these BFB make with a stage 1. So it's about 40 horsepower gain. So I think the customer will be delighted and it's a good turnout.